Hello, I am Dory Joe Stowe with Prairie Scraps, and we are here actually doing the members ahead of time so I can be available for Thanksgiving. It is day 14 of 30 days of homemade Christmas gifts. And I hope that this finds you being very blessed by your family. Maybe you've had your dinner and are now just kind of vegging out. So I appreciate you taking a look at this video. If you're not a member, you might want to try to be a member because you'll get to see behind the scenes videos ahead of time. Some of the gifts that I'm making for family, I won't be releasing those publicly because I don't want my family to see it. It just fell. Oh, paste. No. Anyway, so that is what's going on. We are here for day 4. Sorry about that. We got a little ball of paste here. So I am doing, today is day 14 and Thanksgiving Day. So happy Thanksgiving. So I don't know if you remember on day 12, I think it was day 12, I used some of our sea salt to, maybe it was 11, day 11. Day 11, I used some of our sea salt to fix in the spots on that repurposed frame that I had found because some of the trim was missing. And so I just made it look leading to your eye that it was actually fixed by filling it in with some of our sea salt with the brown in it. And remember, I had a whole bunch of it left over. So I went ahead and coated. This is a Dollar Tree. It's an older frame. I've seen them on and off in Dollar Tree where they have the little beads on it. It's got a pretty decent frame on it, actually. And I've probably done about 20 of these over the years. And I think this is my last one I have on hand. And the reason for that is it fits one of our transfers really well. And so I would always do these different, they're kind of like snarky, sarcastic Christmas signs. And because they were $1 when I purchased them, no longer, they're probably $1.25. Then I don't have to do anything to the frame. They're cute. And I don't have to do anything to the beads at all. And I just go ahead. Actually, the other ones that I did, I turned it over and painted the back side a solid like blackboard color, so it looks like a blackboard. And so anyway, but I decided to use the front side. It had like a little Thanksgiving saying on it. That's when I got it. And I just roughly put it on there. It does have texture. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can get the picture that it kind of covers up all the lettering. Now I'm going to go over it with another color, and we're going to make a cute little sign. The other thing I was thinking about doing were some of the coffee signs, because coffee always sells good. So we'll see. I am using plaster acrylic paint with Waverly. And I think in hindsight, this is a new color to me too. I used to use just the plain white. And in hindsight, I don't know if I like it or not. But we're just going to go over the top of this. And I used bark paint to mix up with a little bit of water with the Dixie Belle Sea Spray. So if you want to see how I did that, you'll have to go back. I will put the link down below for you. Find the link. And we're just going to go over this roughly and let this be sort of a rough looking textured page. I love the bark in the sea spray because it kind of makes it look like dark wood. So we're just going to cover this with this, not completely. I'm not looking for complete coverage. I don't think anyway, but mostly coverage. And I want it to look, I think I have a little bit of red in my brush because I keep getting just what in the world? A tish of red. A little bit of red is kind of showing up here. So I'm just going over it, letting it be rough, and we can, if you want less coverage, you can always go back with your sanding. So this would be a cute little gift, like a neighbor gift. You could give it to, anybody on your list, a teacher gift, put a little Christmas gift for them together. If you're putting together like a family basket, just putting one little sign in there, it's a little extra. That's what I think anyway. To put together your own gift baskets just makes it more heartfelt, and I don't know, I think it's nice to do your own. So you may think this is sort of weird to use this sea spray underneath and then paint over it, right? It may seem a little strange, but I think it's just going to give it a little depth, make it look old. You could also do it on the frame, but I thought this would draw your eye away from the fact that underneath is some lettering, and I'm seeing some lettering through. So I think we're going to, I don't know, I'm going to show you that, how that looks so far. But there, I can see that little bit of area that I have the lettering didn't get completely covered by sea spray. So I'm going to make sure I paint in that area really good because we don't want to see the lettering. The other place I think that sea spray would really work out nice is using it to cover any of the Dollar Tree signs that have the glitter on it, glitter glued. I hate trying to get that off. You can sit and sand it, and sometimes it comes off, sometimes it does not. And so it's not a very fun product to work with. I'm just going to dry this up here. It just looks old and... Where's my phone? What's my phone doing? I didn't even check. So if you haven't seen all the other... Boy, Michael's is going crazy. Speaking of sales, Friday is Black Friday, and hopefully you're getting all the good deals and all your gifts in. Maybe you're deciding, you know, to get some of your craft, to make some of your gifts. I know I am definitely making an effort this year to make gifts for my family. I just enjoy it. I don't know. I want to give something that's meaningful, and I don't know, maybe I'm just being nostalgic, but there it is. Can you see it? Isn't that pretty? It just gives it a little depth, and if you didn't like it, if it was too much coverage, you can always go back and do a little bit of sanding over it too to bring out more of it. But that sea spray is pretty good on there. So I kind of like it that way. I don't need a whole bunch on there. And then the next thing we are going to do is put a little wax on it so that we seal that in. Put a little wax. Wax on, wax off. So this, I'm just going to cover the surface. And the reason for this is that this is, you know, this paint is going to be a little bit porous. You could use chalk paste to water down to paint this, but I just wanted a quick coverage, and this works out. So as you can see, this is just kind of bringing out some of the bumps, and it'll make it so that our whatever we chalk on top of it's going to be good to go. All right, and then before we put it back together, we want to do our chalking. I've got this transfer. It is called Festive Features. It's got 6. This one has like a 5-star on it, and it says "Would eat here again," and then dash Santa. I sent it out for a kit, so I use these on towels too. These work really good on towels. All right, so this is the transfer I want to put on. It's a little tree. I'm just going to send it on, and it's a very light tree, so I'm going to do some words, or one of the words, either joy. I think I'm going to do joy over the top because I kind of like that joy. And I'm going traditional. I'm just going kind of real easy peasy traditional today. We're going to use, you want to get it down really good. It is bumpy, so it's going to have some imperfections because of that. And I'm just going to go over it once. I don't want to go over a bunch because we don't want to get it underneath. But do get up the extra. Make sure you get all the white spots. That's where you're going to see color. Sometimes I forget to say that. This should be a pretty easy peasy, fast project to do. Your kids could help you do it. Hopefully this worked. Yep, perfect. See, doesn't that tree? Look at that. Isn't that cute? And this is Forest Shimmer. Shimmer Forest, and it has a little bit of glitter in it too. So it just gives it a little extra, and we love extra at Christmas time, don't we? All right, I want to get this dry before I do the next layer. And I may just go ahead and do a little light waxing on top of this again, just to seal that in. I don't want to lift it up, even though it does kind of look goldish. Isn't that beautiful? Just like this, you could do it. This would be plenty. You could put some little pearls or diamonds on there just to zhuzh it up. Put a little star on it if you wanted. It's so cute. And then the joy. I was thinking the joy would be a pretty one to put on there. And I think, no, I haven't decided on a color. I'm not going to do, this joy comes with, ooh, that's close to the edges, I think. I think it's just barely going to fit. That's okay. I think it'll look good. Oh, I forgot to wax. If you were worried about it coming up, you might want to wax. And I want to do this all the same color, I think. I'm thinking about gold shimmer, just to be a light. Duh. Got things coming apart here. It's that other star I've got going here. Okay. Another squeegee. What is this? Shimmer gold, sure enough. And the shimmers they're a little thicker in texture than the regular paste. And the reason for that is it actually has little pieces of glitter in it. So you just want to push a little bit better to get it into the white areas. I forget to say that the part you're going to see is the white area. My daughter, my 14-year-old, was helping me at the craft show to demo it, and she was doing a great job saying, that white part, that's what you're going to see. And I was like, oh, she is genius. I didn't even think to say that. So she was doing so good. And I'm like, let them try it. She was doing the whole thing. She was like an infomercial. It was pretty good. All right, we're just going to take this up slowly because we don't want to lift anything unnecessarily. And it does have some areas that aren't, kind of recessed. You can see on the back, I actually only picked up a little bit of that white. There's not really any of the green picked up. I don't know if you can see that, but it did pretty good not picking up. But don't drop it and smear it. Isn't that pretty? So gorgeous. I love it. Love it. Just a faint, I better dry this. One of my friends that likes to watch on YouTube, she always says, dry it first, dry it first. The cool thing is, for $1.25, I can usually whip through a couple of these. This one's got a little bit of more work on it because I've got that sea spray, but I didn't want to waste it. And anyway, when I sell them at my craft shows, I usually just sell these for $5 a piece. I figure I've more than doubled my money. Just a little bit of supplies, I guess. All the big trucks coming home, I guess. Just after 5 here. I live in Idaho in a small rural town. And I don't know. Maybe this is everywhere. Tell me if it is in your area. But it seems like the bigger your truck, the more bigger you feel. I don't know. Anyway, we have some big trucks with big exhausts. They put noisemakers on them. It's really annoying. All right, there it is. How easy peasy is that for a cute little gift? And we have some coffee ones that we could use as well that are kind of snarky, but I think that is just the cutest little cute thing. You could put it anywhere you want, put it in a small space, whatever. If you have a small house, it makes a nice little gift. You can even use it like a tag on a large gift, just hang it off. I just think it's adorable. It's got a little shimmer in it, so you can see it just has a little bit of glitter. And these were made to be kind of rough around the edges. They have the little specks in them to make it kind of a rough looking country-ish look. So anyway, that is it. Under 15 minutes. Happy Thanksgiving. Make sure if you haven't seen the other 13 of my videos for the 30 days of homemade Christmas gifts, that you go back and check them out. You can even message me, text me to get on my reminder list for lives, and I will do that. Or just text me if you have any questions or want to know how to make these. Stay tuned, because day 16, Saturday of Black Friday weekend, I will be doing a little live. I'm plotting and planning for Small Business Saturday. So I hope you will come back and support me for Small Business Saturday, and think about me as you are doing your shopping. If you have any crafters in your life, we have some great DIY kits that you could get for them. And make sure that you watch all those other ones and subscribe and do a little thumbs up for me, and make sure that you hit that notification button so you know when I go live. I appreciate it. Oh, and become a member. If you are a member, you get to see these ahead of time. This one, obviously, for Thanksgiving Day, I want to spend it with my family, and you get to see it ahead of time if you are one of my members. So, and lots of other fun things. So thank you so much, and have a very blessed Thanksgiving, and keep on crafting.